Right, we've got a bit more of a vlog style video today than the old vlogs. That's jokes. I left Harry down here yesterday when he come round and we done some more work on the van, getting stuff done. I was like, yeah, you just get up there, start cleaning those bolts, because loads of bolts, loads of cleaning to do. He cleaned up some other parts as well. I can't remember now, but everything's all been cleaned up, and leave him for half hour, and that's what he does. That's pretty cool. Not very arty. It's just he's done it with that. He's definitely not the next Banksy, but you never know. Oh right, yeah. So today I'm just going to clean up this water pump. The water pump's good, and the cam belt's good. I had them done a few years ago, but if you actually have a look through the DVLA and look at the MOT history on my vehicle, you'll see that I've only done, a few thousand miles in the last few years. I haven't done a great deal of mileage, so I'm just going to reuse this, give it gently, just clean it up. It should be all right. It should seal again okay. There's still a lip all the way around. It's not like it's dead flat, so that should seal again. And I think they're only done up to 20 newton meters. So I'm going to get that cleaned up, and then we got here, I don't know how well you can see, cleaned up. Everything's all been cleaned up now. That's all the dirty ones, not worried about that. So this is everything for the sump. Still haven't painted it yet. I don't know whether I should paint it. Don't know. It looks nice. Looks alright as it is. It's clean-ish. Madness. Alright, I'm going to get all this cleaned up. So I cleaned up the water pump now. Looking a lot better. I just used a bit of the scratch pad for around here. And on the outside, a little bit of a wire brush on the worst bits and scratch pad on the rest of it. This I just sort of like run it under the water and cleaned it off with my fingers a little bit, because you don't want to be too vicious on it, because you don't want to stretch it. So I can go fit that now. Happy days. Give us a side on view. Oh, I made him crash.
Nah, mate, I still got it. I just need to get out of my way.
Is it?
Yeah, look. I need to go that way.
He's overcooked it. He's overcooked it. Well, while Harry's having fun, I'm down here just cracking on with this upload for you. I just thought I'd break it up, put something different in here for a change. And also I'd let you know what else I'm doing. I'm on here ordering more bits. These are quite brittle. Here's the one that I got. You can see that chunk out the top there. Once I got this off, and I had a look around, there's, I don't know how well you can see, but just there on the edge, you can see where there's like damage, where it's been like, I don't know, being hit from behind. And there is so dark in here, you can't really see. But there is marks on there, like someone's really ragged it about in the past trying to get it off. And so where it was, even this bit was sort of like buckled in a little bit. One little knock, and that's all it was. One little knock, and that the metal there just shattered out, 2 pieces. So these are very brittle, and that's a little bit annoying. I'm going to have to replace it, because on the inside here it's really sharp. So good old Heritage. 15 quid. yeah, so this is what I've got done so far. Harry's turned up, ready to film in a minute for the next bit, as we see. He's run away, he's scared already. Yeah, so I've got the oil cooler on there, housing unit. The unit, sorry, and the cooler goes on here. It's not bolted in properly because I don't have, well, I think I might have one, but it's a 32. But I'm not sure if I've got a 32. I think that's why I didn't use the 32 socket, because I couldn't get, oh no, this screws out, doesn't it? I forgot about that. I could just unscrew this and then get the 32 on there. Right, yeah. So I'm gonna, but before I fit it in, I'm gonna take this back off again, because I don't want this catching when we put it back in. These brackets are on. On the other side, that's where the diesel pump's going to go, the bracket. I'm going to put that on when the engine's installed. I'm going to take this back off again, but this is just there just so I don't lose anything at the moment. Just test fitting everything. This is all secured, that's all secured now, these are all on there. Bottom end, we got the sensor in there and the sump plugs in. The sump's completely on. Oil pickup pump, and you can't really see there, but that crank seal. Still got the crank seal to put in there, so I'll go whack that on in a minute, get the crank seal on. Yeah, I couldn't put the water pump on because it's only this one bolt here that holds the water pump, and the water pump was moving around. It didn't want to sit properly, so I actually put the water pump in when the engine's in, because these two bolts are part of like the shield as well. So yeah, I'll fit that when it's in the engine, because obviously the engine's at a slight angle, it'll just sit better. Happy days. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there because this is ready to go into the well, basically ready to swap engines. All I got to do on this one, I'll show you from here. Everything's off. All the pipes, I mean, this metal pipe here, this has actually been, this is all undone, disconnected from the block. I've left the starter motor in there. Everything's unplugged, all the electrical connections. I've got the hydraulic to disconnect for the clutch. Got the linkage to disconnect. Won't take 2 minutes. I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep all this wire, all these hoses and piping in. I don't really want to be disconnecting everything. It should be alright, it should just drop straight out in theory. I've still got engine mount under there that I've got to take off. Yeah, but I am going to crack all the bolts that go from the gearbox into the engine block. The ones that I can get to anyway, I'm going to crack all of them off just to make it easier when it's out. Got to do the aircon, got to hold that over and drain the power steering, which I'm going to do all of that in a moment. Yeah, and the next job is this. This is why Harry's come round to help me do this, and we'll film it. Happy days. Alright, but for now, I'm going to leave it there, because I'll probably drag this on a little bit. Alright, take care, stay safe, God bless.
Sound.
Sound.